Hey YouTube, Eric here. So today I am going to replace a smaller plastic box that I have for my running just my heat pump with this larger box that allows me to add more circuits so that I can distribute power from 220 and 110 elsewhere around on my porch and down to my dock. So in order to do this, I'm going to have to drill an access hole because the box doesn't have a quick punch out. Now I also got tired of having miscellaneous hole saws, so running up into this program I finally bit the bullet and I bought a master kit, Milwaukee's master hole dozer kit, which is a bimetal kit, so basically plastic, metal, wood, whatever I want to hog into. And I'm just going to throw all my miscellaneous hole saws into my second toolbox. Okay, so using my Milwaukee Master Hole Dozer kit, you can see that this is going to take a 1-inch hole. Here we can see the inside of the existing box. And now I've just got to take some measurements so I can get the hole in the right spot in the side of the new box. We're working with wood here, so we don't have to be super precise. Just close enough. Where that hole is going to interfere with anything. One metal tab right there. I'm going to have to mount the box lower. That's going to interfere. I'm going to have to mount the box a little lower than I anticipated. Okay, we can do that. Oh, I guess my battery just took a dump. Okay. Next. This is a 10-year-old tool, and that was one of the original 2 batteries that came with the tool, and I'm surprised it still holds a charge. It works so well. Alright. Get all the dust bunnies out. All the bits. Okay. I had to move my holes because you can see where this mount is. Anyway, there's a flat plate of metal that goes on here, and you make sure it's below this where the flat plate of metal would go. But I have to have enough space so I can screw the collar on it. And it looks like I'm going to have to take a Dremel and carve this little bit of plastic out too, right? I don't know if you can see it, but right here, just so I have enough space to tighten up the collar when the PVC comes through here. So this is a 10-volt Dremel, and I think it's basically a worthless tool because it's gutless. It might save me from getting an extension cord here. That should be enough space there. All right. Okay, so I still have some metal filings that I want to remove and ream out, so I'm going to use this reamer. There we go. All right, now I got to blow out this box. Okay, so now it's just a matter of removing the old box, which means pulling the wires first, or at least disconnecting the wires first. I've already switched off the main breaker on this, so there's no power on here. And as we're looking at it, both the black and the red wires are hot, each one of them carrying 110. The green, bare copper, and white are ground and or common. White's common. And if I remember right, some of this wire's stranded for whatever reason. Wow, that's stranded wire. It's been 2 years since I did this. I think I used the wire I had. That looks looser, so I'll get out. I don't know why that's... Oh, come on. I don't know. There we go. I just had to twist off there. Okay. I put these things on tight. One of the problems that you can have with boxes over time is these connectors come loose. And it's happened to me before. It happened to me, in fact, right before a back operation. And I needed to have power into the house, and I was suffering severe back pain. And I hired an electrician. And I'm not making this up, to come on out and tighten up one of the 2 bolts on my main power coming in. The cat charged me $1,550. And that's how you end up putting in your own heat pump and doing all your own electrical work when it's feasible. You know what I mean? Because with the tradesman shortage we have in America right now, there's just way too much low-hanging fruit. And unfortunately, that guy knew I was in a hard-up way. This was back in 2006. And what a hassle factor. Loose. There's a washer behind this plastic guy here. This goes to the whip. All right, what do we got to undo to get wires? We got to figure out what strange force is still hanging on here, even though I got them loose. There we go. Right. That's another thing. When you got excess wire, just try to curl it in there. Makes it look all nice and tidy. Now, what am I fighting? I'm fighting the common wire. Tell you what, let's get these 2 guys to sneak off here. So I'm kind of doing this late summer. It's, what is it, August 29th right now. So we're not needing the air conditioning, and we don't need the heat from the heat pump. Is just kind of a stopgap before we turn on our boiler. So I've been waiting to do this. Again, here we have... They bend easy the first time, and then they start to work hard in a little bit. All right. It looks like, okay, I use one square drive here, and 1 square drive up top. So I got to go get that impact gun. I'll be right back. All right. Got the first screw out. That little hiccup there was my phone ringing, so it automatically turns off the phone recording. Unless I put the do not disturb light on, and I didn't do that. Talk about a bit hang. That's crazy. This bit is... Come off. Come. Must be a brand spanking new bit. Okay. Oh, once you know it, I use star bits. Okay, I gotta go get another bit. Okay. There's only 2 of these guys. Fighting other wires. Oh boy, I'm fighting the whip on the other side. Come on. Oh, there went the camera. Okay. Ooh. Twang. All right. And now see, I got another problem. Right where the hole is, that's where one of the studs is for holding the ledger on. So I'm going to have to drill 3 new holes here, here, here to hold this thing on up. I'll put some rubber grommets on the back side to plug these holes so I don't have creatures moving in. Well, I'm going to do that off camera because, well, we know how holes happen. Okay, I got one screw holding this in. Okay, I got a little ahead of myself. I had to do some fitting just to make sure everything was going to work. So I put on the lock nut. It's not tight. And I originally planned on putting on or leaving myself enough space for being able to put a larger box on. But the only way that one hot's going to be able to work is if I run it underneath the circuit breakers. And I don't see why I can't do that outside of the fact that somebody might go, okay, homeboy. But it will work, so. I don't want to have to put a pigtail or another junction box. I guess, you know, put a pigtail on that. I just don't like pigtails. I'd rather run a home run. This guy is not tight, so let's tighten him down. There we go. Oh, that's good enough. Okay. Let's get this guy out of there. Yeah, so you can see what I've done here is I've just smushed this guy down. And that'll work. That'll work until I have to put a pigtail on there. If I filled this whole circuit box, I'll have to put a pigtail on it. Okay. So now this guy. Oh, we're already on that one. I gotta go down. Here. That'll be my second hot. I'm sure my arm's just in the way. You're looking at a big forearm right now. Oh, come on. Sometimes you wonder. All right. Trying to get my arms out of the way so you have a view. Was the camera even on? Oh, yeah. Okay. I've done that too. I do all the work and then I find out the camera's off. So I undo it. So I can do all the work again. OEM Tools. Not a bad screwdriver. Comparable in quality to my old Snap-ons, in my view. Alright. There's no real way, nice way to make that look neat at this point. I gotta pack one of those screws off. Let's go. Or do I have to back it up before I can get in there? I gotta use my left hand. I'm just more dexterous with the left hand. There we go. Actually, I might be doing life wrong. There we go. All right, now we are ready to locate the whip. And how do I want to do this? The whip, I think I want to remove those screws entirely. Oops, bonk. Still focus, sorta. All right, you can't even see where I'm working, can you? There you go. There you go. Now you can see what I'm doing. Where is my whip bits? Which way do we like this thing going? I guess this way. And I might add that common is in this whip, but we don't use it on either end on this application. So that's why it's just a dummy wire. It's just in there. Is plenty long. Okay, put that in the first slot there. Hopefully that'll fit in the hole. I don't know if now you're probably just seeing my shoulder, but work is happening. Okay, just to be consistent, I'm going to put red hot into the bar that it is attached to. So red goes to red. So you see this is the red hot, and this is going to be black hot. So then this bar is black, so then this bar is also going to be black. I use my pliers to kind of tighten these guys up, back up. Stranded wire is not the best stuff to work with on household. It's easier to fold and bend around corners, that's for sure. All right. feels like it's bottomed. Okay. I'm comfortable with that. Back in the loop. That way people know, next guy knows it's not being used. All right. So that's that. Okay, so now we put it in our plate. Oh dear. I'll put the screws in when I'm done putting in my GFI here. But, okay, so... there you go. Okay. Let's see here. Do I want to locate this? Again, here's what I'm... locate this guy. This whip. I think I do, because I don't think I want to have the box taking the weight of it. All right, perfect. Go turn on the main in the house and we'll have our heat pump working again.